Welcome to our English classes. We are glad that you are here. Today I am with you taking a new subject. You have known that I have taken some classes. Hope you have joined that classes also. Today I will take an important class for you. I hope that you all joined with me and you have also said to your friends for joining with us. So my dear students, today we will not waste our time. We will directly go to our class. I hope that you have taken all preparation for having a nice class. So my dear students, let's join with us for having this class. Before going to start our class, I wanna introduce myself. I am MD Jewel Hussain, Assistant Teacher English, Idbaria UCK High School, Pukurjana Patuakhali. So, my dear students, we will start our class now. My dear students, please look at the screen. That here is a sentence. He said, "Do you like martial art?" Picture is also. Another sentence, he asked if I liked martial art. Two things here. Same sentence, but the expressing way is different. Another sentence for you. The man said to Mr. Bean, "Why do you disturb me?" This sentence is also said in this way. The man asked Mr. Bean why he disturbed him. Here we have found the two sentences, but this sentence is described in two ways. So, my dear student, try to guess what our topic can be. So, please try to guess the way of expression this kind of sentences. Yes, there is another thing. Mother said, "May Allah bless you." This is an prayer. This is a wishing sentence. This sentence can be said this way also. Mother prayed that Allah might bless her. This sentence can be expressed also in two ways. So my dear students, we have seen that a sentence, one person is said, and in that speech is also said by another one. So, can you guess what we are going to discuss in our class? Try to find out. Yes, I think you have got our lesson. Yes, direct and indirect speech of interrogative and optative sentence. So my dear students, today we will discuss our topic or important topic, that how to change the speech of interrogative and optative sentence. So my dear students, we will follow and observe and listen carefully what I am saying and what I am sharing with you. My dear students, today our learning object is how to define interrogative sentence and optative sentence, and we will also learn how to change such type of sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. So my dear students, I think if you join this class, then you will be able to change direct speech into indirect speech. First question is, what is interrogative sentence? Can you say? Yes, I think you can. The sentence which is used to know something is interrogative sentence. I am saying again, the sentence which is used to know something is called an interrogative sentence. That means if you wanna, or if you ask, or if you wanna to know something, then you say a sentence, and that kind of sentence is called interrogative sentence. My dear learners, look at the screen also to follow the definition of interrogative sentences. Yes, I think you have learned. Do you like to follow our parents? This is a question. And another question, what is the aim of your life? Here is also a question. You find that the first question is introduced with or starting with do, which is an auxiliary verb. And another question, what is the aim of your life? This question started with what? So there are two categories of interrogative sentences. There are two categories of interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence can be said or can be expressed by two means. Try to guess what is the difference from the first sentence to second. Yes, interrogative sentences are of two kinds. One is yes no question and another is WS question. My dear students, yes no question start with auxiliary verb and WS question start with WS word. So you can say, or we can also say that if there is a question starting with auxiliary verb, then we can say this kind of sentence or is an yes no question. And another question which starts with WS words and which start with what, who, which, where, whenever, this sentence or this interrogative sentence can be called as a WS question. So my dear students, look at the screen and try to observe the difference between two interrogative sentences. Do you like my song? Asha said to Tasha. Here, do you like my song? This interrogation is asked by Asha to Tasha, or we can say Tisha. This expression can be said in this way. Asha asked Tasha if she liked her song. Asha asked Tasha if she liked her song. Here we have found that same expression, but one is said is directly and another is said indirectly. So today we will learn how to change yes no question from direct to indirect speech. Look at the screen. There is a instruction for you how to change yes no question. Yes, you are watching on the screen that if there is a yes no question, then we have to use subject asked plus object plus if or whether, then subject, verb and extension. One thing is to remember for you that you have to change the interrogative sentence into assertive with a desirable change of tense. So we have to change the sentence into assertive with desirable change. That means you have to change the tense also. So my dear students, following this instruction, we can change interrogative sentence, that means yes no question, in indirect speech. Here is a question. Does she sing folk song? Said Aiko. This sentence we can change in this way. Aiko asked or want to know if she sang folk song. Here you are watching that Aiko asked. As the sentence is interrogative, so we have to use asked. As the sentence is started with auxiliary verb does, then we have to use if. Then we have to change the person also, and the desirable change, that means verb change. Here you find that the verb sing is in a present form, then we have to change this verb in past form, sang. Another sentence, Ifat said to Aiko, what kind of song does Asha sing? This sentence can be expressed or changed in this way. Ifat asked Aiko what kind of song Asha sang. What kind of song Asha sang. In this way we can change yes no question from direct speech to interrogative speech, and the WH question from direct speech into interrogative speech. The second question is in WH question and the first question is in yes no question, because first question begins with auxiliary verb and the second question begins with WH word. So there is two different words and there is to change in two different ways. You have to use if there is a auxiliary verb, and if you have to use WH word what or which, how, this word, if there is the question is in WH word. So second question you are watching this way, that what kind of song Asha sang. Here WH word is used. Another sentence, the women said, how does the man dance with penguins? Here you are watching that the sentence or the questions started with how. What this is the WH word or WH questions. These questions answered can be written in this way by yes, the women asked. As the sentence is in interrogative sentence, then we have to use asked, then the WH word how, and then the subject the man, desirable change, that means verb is in present tense, dance, it can be used danced in past form, then with penguins. This way, my dear students, this way or following this instruction we can change this direct speech into indirect speech. Then we have to learn how to change WH question form direct to indirect speech. Before we have learned that how to change yes no question, now the structure of WH question is this way, that subject, asked, object, then we have to use WH word, then subject, then verb, then extension. You are also said that you have to follow or you have to remember in mind that you have to change the interrogative sentence into assertive with desirable change. That means you have to change the interrogative sentence into assertive. That means subject will come first, then the verb will be used. So here in this instruction we are watching that WH word or WH question is in the question pattern, then we have to use that word which is used in the interrogation or interrogative sentence. So my dear students, we can follow some exercise now. So let's observe the instruction and try to understand the matter, then we will exercise. Let's practice more. What and how is the man eating? Asked he. Here is a question for you. How can we change this interrogative sentence direct speech into indirect speech. Here you are watching that this sentence is started with WS word, so this is one kind of WS word or WS question. So we can use WS word into the indirect speech also. So we can write, he asked or wanted to know what and how the man was eating. What and how the man was eating. That means the man subject, it is come first, then we have to use verb and auxiliary verb also. We have to use auxiliary verb, then verb and the extension also. So my dear students, we have changed here the question or interrogative sentence into assertive with desirable change. That means we have used the subject first, then auxiliary verb, then verb. So there is a pattern of an assertive sentence. So my dear students, here we have seen that in the sentence the auxiliary verb is, we have to use the desirable change. That means we have to use was. So we can write in this way, he asked or wanted to know. Another question for you. Mother said, have you done your homework? The doctor said to the patient, what is your problem? The man said to me, would you give me your pen? He said to me, can you solve the problem? Here 4 questions. The first question is an yes/no question. Second question is WS question. Third is in WS, not a WS word, so this is also a yes/no question. And the last one is also yes/no question, because the last question is also started with auxiliary verb can. So my dear students, we can change these types of sentence by following the instruction before I have given to you. So here we can say that if there is an interrogative sentence, then we can use asked, and if there is a WS word, then we can use WS word. If there is an auxiliary verb, then we have to use if or whether. Then the subject will come first, then the auxiliary verb, and then the extension also. So the first answer will be, mother asked me if I had done my homework. If I had done my homework. Your homework, that means my homework, because mother asked to me, that's why this homework is my homework. The second answer, doctor asked the patient what his problem was. Doctor asked the patient what his problem was. The third question's answer, the man asked me if I would give my pen. If I would give him my pen. So my dear learners, the fourth answer is, he asked me if I could solve the problem. Here my dear students, you have observed the things that here we have used asked, then object, then if or WS word. If there is an yes/no question, we have used if, and if there is WS question, we have used WS word, then subject with desirable change. That means we have known that how to change the pronoun also, and then we have changed the verb. Here you have seen that in the first question there the auxiliary verb was have, we have changed into had. In the second question the auxiliary verb is, then we have changed was. The third question would give, this is also in a future form, future in the past also, so there is no change in this sentence. And in the last sentence the auxiliary verb was can, that's why we have used the past form of can, could, this way. Another question, the headmaster said to the boy, Do you obey your parents? That means headmaster asked a boy that if he obey his parents this way. Just here you know that this is a question, so you have to use asked, and the sentence is started with auxiliary verb. Then you have to use yes no question. As the question is yes no question, you have to use if or whether, and then you obey your parents. That means the boy is obeying his parents this way. Here the second person, that means this second person is following the boy, and your parents, that means the boy's parents. So the answer will be, try to guess what can be the answer. Yes, I think you are analyzing this question and trying to do this. So my dear students, answer will be, the father said to the son, are you sure to get a plus in the annual exam? This is another question for you. This is another question for you. You are also given another question. Here you in the second question you are watching that the question is started with auxiliary verb, and you, that means this you is referred to son, and he is sure to get a plus in the annual exam. That means the exam will be for the son. So here we can use asked in as the sentence is interrogative, and as the sentence is in auxiliary verb, then we can use if or whether, and then with a desirable change. So my dear students, another question is for you. Look at the screen. The son said to his mother, how can I overcome the situation? The third question is different from the above two. The third question is started with WS word. So this sentence can be said WS question. The first answer will be, the headmaster asked the boy if he obeyed his parents. And the second answer will be this way. Try to guess, my dear learners, and try to do or try to analyze these questions. Yes, I think you have got, and the answer will be, the father asked the son if he was sure to get a plus in the annual exam. My dear students, the third question's answer will be, the son said or asked mother how he could overcome the situation. Here on the screen you are watching that there is also a mistake. Said, here the said will be no used, so here will be used as asked. So the answer will be, the son asked mother how he could overcome the situation. This way, just following the instruction, we can change interrogative sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. So my dear learners, we will follow another thing also. Look at the screen and try to find out the problems and find out the things, what things have been used here. Yes, the another thing is here for you, optative sentence. Optative sentence mean pray or wish. That means a sentence which is used for praying or wishing anyone. This type of sentence is called optative sentence. You know, such type of sentence, that means may Allah bless you, may Allah help you, mother said live long, this way. This sentence is just for praying or wishing. If there is a prayer or a wish, then we can say such type of sentence is an optative sentence. So my dear learners, I think you also know about optative sentence. Here in the screen, a sentence, may Allah bless my mother. May Allah bless my mother, said the son. So my dear learners, now we will learn how to change an optative sentence from direct to indirect speech. Look at the screen and try to guess what change can be changed or what change can be used in a optative sentence. Yes, the instruction is subject, prayed or wished plus that, then subject might, verb is in present form, and then extension. So we have said before to you that as the optative sentence is in wish or prayer, so we can use wished or prayed, this type of word to change. So the change of the sentence, first sentence, may Allah bless my mother, we can answer this way. The son prayed that Allah might bless his mother. Allah might bless his mother. This way, just following the instruction, we can change. Look at the screen and try to guess and try to analyze the sentence's answer. Zuma said to Asha, may you be happy. Here this is also a optative sentence, and the change will be Zuma wished that Asha might be happy. Here you have seen that this sentence is an optative sentence. That's why we have used here wished, then omitting inverted comma we have used that, then we have a desirable change. Another sentence, long live Bangladesh, that means we wished that long live Bangladesh. This is our prayer. Everyone, the citizen of Bangladesh, is praying that long live Bangladesh. This is also an optative sentence. So my dear learners, the answer will be we wished that Bangladesh might live long. Here we, all the citizens of Bangladesh, wished that Bangladesh, according to instruction we have to use might, then verb in present form, then extension. So we have to use here might and the present form of verb live, then extension long. So the answer will be we wished that Bangladesh might live long. Look at the screen and try to observe and try to understand what the change is in used here. Another question or another sentence for you. I am showing to you that yes, he said happy birthday to you. He said happy birthday to you. This is a difference also, because in the inverted comma there is no use of structure, that means subject verb this way, but this is a wish. So we can change this sentence this way, he wished me happy birthday. So here above rule is not effective. Here above rule, that means we have changed another 3 sentences. that sentences structure or instruction is not applied here. This is the exceptional case. So try to understand what's the instruction and what can be the change in an optative sentence, my dear students. Yes, I think that you all have understood the following questions and the instruction and the difference or the changes here. So my dear students, we can see another thing. Good morning, my friends, he greeted. This is also exception from the another optative sentence. Here there is no subject in the inverted comma and there is no verb, but this can be changed in this way. He greeted his friend, or that means he welcomed his friend good morning, saying good morning this way. So the sentence good morning my friends, he greeted, this sentence can be changed in this way. He greeted his friends good morning. Homework for you, my dear learners. We have learned the instruction how to change interrogative sentence and optative sentence from direct speech into indirect speech. So my dear learners, this is your homework. I hope you all do your homework at your house or home without taking any help from others. So my dear learners, this is the following homework for you. So everyone take a note for homework, and you must do this at your home without any guidelines from anyone's. Yes, I think you have taken the homework. So may Allah bless you all. This is my prayer for you, and you will also pray to me that Allah might bless me also. I will take another class on this topic also. Hope you will all join my next class also. So my dear learners, you will must join that class.